Winners talking.
Listen, we're in the building. It's Pal Sterling, the hustler. Big Dougie Doug, my co-host, as always. We're in the building. It's another Winners Talking podcast. Take a moment, like, subscribe.
Come
on it. I've said it back to back weeks now. The professionalism is up. This is what I do in my spare time, but it's also a job, I guess. So take a moment, like, share, subscribe. While I'm on that page, we hit 50,000 subscribers today. Thank you to everyone. Appreciated, because I feel that it's been done the right way, with a moral compass, with a message. You understand? Sometimes joke, sometimes banter. In fact, a lot of joke, a lot of banter, but at the same time, a lot of pain.
Yes.
A lot of suffering and a lot of reality and real talk. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far on Winners Talking podcast, and there's more to come, new shows, new endeavours. There's a lot more going on. Get to know, like, subscribe. Big up Dougie Doug as always. Third mic today, another family member. It's good to have you here. How you doing?
Nice. Today? How are you? Man. How are you guys? How are you cuz?
Yes,
nice to be here.
Yes. Shakira in the building.
Yeah,
don't know, get to know. There you are. Yeah, She's rocking the red like Doug's rocking. For the winners.
Winners.
On brand.
Come on brand.
Colour coded on brand.
Summer vibes.
I see what you did.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
I see what you did. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, you might see Shakira popping up here from time to time. One of the team, you know, we keep it family. You know my thing already. Everyone knows how I do it already. So big up. Thank you for coming through. How have you been?
I've been good. Even better that the sun's shining. It's always nice when the sun's out.
Here,
but yeah, I'm good. I can't complain. Everything's blessed.
Thankfully. And I did say, what did I say? I get things done, you know. It might take a minute.
Yeah.
I've had a couple. I've got cussed a couple times, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know about the minute.
Them rage messages. You know them little rage messages.
Only once in a blue. Only once in a blue mood. You understand?
Yeah.
I tried to get Daps to deal with it. Yeah. But you know how busy it is up here, though, Doug. It's hectic.
It's hectic.
But it's see, with me, it's never like it's not in my thoughts to get things done. It's just a matter of organisation, compartmentalising, getting things done,
and it
so
happens
on
at the
and
right
so forth.
time.
And when it's the right time.
True.
I told you, I was thinking about it already the last 2 days and saying, I got to reach out. And you hit me up and I said, okay, that means I'm definitely supposed to do this.
Timing.
Now is the time. You understand? So, we move. Everything's good. Big up who forget big up. Big up Camden Stewart. I'm sure it's Camden Stewart. I'll double check in a minute. I've seen him online. He's a young boy. He pulls up at different locations, train stations, and plays the piano so beautifully. A young youth, you understand? And he can play the piano.
Yeah.
When I'm saying he's playing
Oh,
Mozart.
the black brother.
Yes. I'm sure. I don't want to get his name wrong. Can we fact check that, please? Someone over there.
But is that the same?
Just do a Google. I think it's Camden Stewart. Yeah.
Is that the same you when the brothers asked him to play Beethoven?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
the one that no, it was Mozart. Because the guy tried to throw him off by saying, "Can you play Mozart in the Fifth Symphony or whatever?" And he was like, "Okay," and just played it off.
That gave me goosebumps. That's
a
legendary
levels.
clip.
It is Camden Stewart. Big him up again, because we must big up the young up and coming people doing things out the blue. Big him up. Big up his parents. Big up his family for putting him into that and making him learn how to play that instrument in such a superb way. And he's showing excellence. He gets some people being nasty to him and stuff. But you have the support of the people. You've got real people behind you. Keep working how you're working. Everyone's proud of you. And we move on that kind of energy. Big up who forget big up. Big up DJ R. Came across his page as well this week and some of his other stuff. I hope I said it right. He is a DJ, obviously, but he's fairly young and had a cardiac arrest at a young age.
Okay.
But he's on the mend and he's doing well and he's keeping it moving.
Yes.
So big up to you. We see what's going on. I try to stay tapped in, see what's going on.
Yes.
So big up if you get big up. And lastly, big up Abracadabra, because you have to big up one of the bros as well. Just for being a certified artist, talented, singing, rapping, acting. You understand? He's not forgotten. Been a guest up here, not forgotten. One of the bros, big him up. Everyone go check out the back catalogue to the new catalogue from Robbery Time, which is still my joint. You understand? To everything else he's doing. He's got so many bangers. Go and check them out. Go watch the movie Trapping and keep your eyes out for what he's going to be doing next. Anyway, we move. Anyone watched Adolescence?
Yes.
You watched it?
There's a whole heap of swearing, but
Swearing's the least.
It's a show that I see something about Joey Barton spoke on it. Yeah, is that the show where...
The little boy.
I've not watched it, but I see something about it today.
Yeah, you're going to have to watch it. The little boy kills a girl. He's like 13 years old and he kills a girl. And you see the whole thing in real time, like from him getting arrested, from them coming from booting off his door, all of that. And they take you through the well of emotions from like, you start watching it, you think he didn't do it, innit? At first you're thinking...
Real footage or just it's a show?
No, it's a show. It's a show.
It's a series on Netflix.
Yeah.
with Ashley Waters and them in it, and Stephen Graham made it and all of that kind of stuff. But what I'm saying, because I think it's a conversation piece still, because the basis behind it, to me, is the influence that social media, you know, they're always going about toxic masculinity and all this kind of stuff, has on the children and that, and has on the youngers. And watching it, because it covered the whole, like the reasons, there's no reasons, but his issues, his issues that he's got.
That could lead up to it.
Yeah. Like, then it covers the parent side of it, because they've got 2 kids. One's just normal as you like, this one's done a madness. And they thought the other one was normal as well. The young boy, they thought he was normal, but he's in his room.
Crazy. And
it's just a mad scenario.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to talk on the influence, the influence that shit can have. This whole, and it's a real thing, you know, because you see the other day when I spoke about it before, but you see the other day when I did the post about like guys beefing girls, all of a sudden it's like a very divisive, like the man them don't like, there's a dislike, there's almost a hatred that's developing between everything. But we live in a hate society now, so everything's very like split. Yeah. But when I look at that program and hear what they're saying and seeing the root of this, and I see some things that happen, like the boy stabbing up the little girl in Croydon and all of this kind of stuff and other things. Obviously, people kill people everywhere, but what I came to back to what I was saying with that post, when I looked at the response from that post and some of the things that were said, I was like, what, is this how kids are really thinking now? I weren't fully aware. Like, I was like, nah, nobody don't think like that. Yeah. But bro, one youth messaged me. There's only one youth that I replied to. He messaged me, and I only saw it, like, I didn't see it for a few days, but he sent me like 6 voice notes. Because I'd said, whatever I said in the post about, you know, we like women since when, da-da-da-da-da-da. And the youth sent me 6 voice notes. I'm like, this youth sent me 6 voice notes. Let me listen to them. And I listened. The youth was probably about 19, maybe 20. Yeah. And he was like, I'm paraphrasing. He was like, big bro, man, you're being an idiot, man. So straight away, this has got my attention. Like, where are you going with that? You understand? Yeah. Then he went, all right, you're not being an idiot. I shouldn't have said that. So straight away, I know, like, he's feeling a certain kind of way. I'm thinking, how come what I have said made you feel like this? He's like, no, you're not an idiot, but you know what it is? Like, see these girls here, like, well, listen, man, I'm just being straight with you. Like, if these girls try anything, they come in front of me in the wrong kind of way, I'm punching them in their face. I don't give a shit. And I'm like, I'm listening, he kept going on. He goes, no, because I've been through too much. I've seen, like, these girls get rude, and I'm just licking them down. I don't business. They step up, I'm punching them up like a man. And that's how he was talking through this thing. Then I've looked on the youth's page. Not only is this youth, like, he's a big enough youth, the youth trains and has had fights. Like, I'm looking and thinking, this youth actually had fights. I saw the poster. So I'm saying, hold on a minute. This is meant to make you know that you're dangerous. So you should just cool yourself and kind of have a little more. But the hate, the disdain that they're feeling towards females is so much that you're telling me. So I had to actually message him. And you know me, I'm not really one for all that, but I had to message him and be like...
Because you could be saving someone.
You understand? Literally, bro, literally. This is before I've seen any program. This is weeks ago. Yeah. I had to but this reminded me of it. I had to literally message him. I said, first thing first, don't ever message me and talk no idiot. Get out of the way. But that's not the object. I said, the main thing is, I said, listen, you should know, like, if you're with someone that makes you feel that kind of way, you need to just not be with that person. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. If you're around people that make you feel that kind of way, you should not want to be around that person. Like, and you're training, so you should know where to channel that kind of aggression and how dangerous you are as a man and how powerful you are as a man. So my advice to you is, before you get yourself locked up over a girl that will end up with someone else afterwards, or for an incident that you're going to end up just regretting, you need to look at yourself properly. Yeah. I just left it. Then he came back, and I'm thinking he's going to hear that. He goes, no, I hear you, man. You're talking sense. Like, the girls that I train with are cool, but some of these others. Yeah. So I'm like, I just had to tell him another thing, and then he goes, no, you're right. Now, he could go off. I don't think I'm going to have changed him in that. Yeah. But it just showed me the mentality is fuck.
Yeah, fuck. But then it makes me think, how many of them are actually bucking girls that they having problems with, or is it that they're seeing social media, like women on social media, and then getting angered and triggered from the social media posts?
I think a lot of it's social media.
Yeah.
Because you see it, like, you see little videos and girls were chatting about, I see one the other day and she was chatting about, like, like, you know, the pop the balloon thing? And it was one like decent guy on there, like, you know what I mean, like well-to-do, dressed up, and then they're all finding little mad reasons as to why.
Yeah,
one told him because she don't like his ankles out, and next one's because, but the guy looked well-to-do, looked well-rounded,
all divided,
and they all popped their balloons, and then it was like basically saying that this is how like lost it is. So guys see all these different posts, and then it just triggers them differently.
But that's why.
So they put them all in a bucket.
But the thing is, it's a choice. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're in a relationship or you don't like the girl or she's triggering you or whatever, like no one's telling you to stay. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to get to that point. But then at the same time, if you're in something that's toxic, it's not always that easy to get out. There's certain things that just, you feel like you've got a hold in it. Do you know what I mean? So I suppose these young people today, they have got it so hard.
They have.
They've got it so hard. And even going back, just touching, not like diverting the conversation, but adolescence, I skimmed through some bits of it, but from what I saw, I felt like they knew the little boy stabbed the girl. Yeah, he was in that prison or whatever he was in, because like I said, I skimmed it. But even like the way he was talking to the woman, was she like the social worker?
Psychologist.
Yeah, psychologist. And even when like Ashley Ward was like, I just want to know, don't you feel like a lot of people were like kind of like he's just done a murder and he felt like he still had a lot of power.
Yeah.
Didn't you feel like that?
Yeah.
I felt like it, but I think that it's just tactics to the psychologist. They're gonna pit a pat around him because they're trying to get to like how he ticks. So they can't really give opinions of like, you're this, you're that, because the youth will shut down. So she's kind of pandering. But once she saw, remember, she came in, you didn't see it probably, but she came in the building saying, I'm going to see him 5 more times or 3. I've seen him once, I'm going to see him 4 more times to make 5. And the security guard was like, well, just do 3. And she was like, no, I'm going to do the 5. By the time she sat with him for that period of time and saw what he was, she said, right, this is going to be our last session on the 2nd. Because she already knew what he was now.
Like,
See what I'm saying? But she's got, so that's why I think she was kind of easy. The Ashley Waters, the police side of it, that's just interrogation tactics.
Yeah.
You know them ones like, they're going to get, you saw a different side of him, well, you didn't see it, but there's a different side of him when the youth ran from him and he got the youth in the corner. He's like, what are you fucking running for? You understand? But when he's interrogating that youth, he's trying to get get it out
of him, yeah.
And so I guess because he's 13, no one's expecting a 13-year-old to do that kind of shit, so they're kind of just trying to work angles. But I think the deeper thing of the show was what I looked at, because I've got a 13-year-old, innit? So I'm looking at a 13-year-old boy. So I'm looking and thinking, just imagine that. Like, I'm thinking from the parent's perspective. I'm thinking from the child's perspective. I'm thinking, how? But it's dangerous times if you're leaving your children, and it's happening a lot. They're getting raised online.
Yeah.
They're learning everything online.
Yeah.
And online is some dysfunctional shit.
Yeah.
The man,
about it.
Yeah. So the man, you can say there's certain guys on toxic masculinity and all of that. They're learning from guys that probably don't even know much about women. They probably even had them social interactions. But there's women to blame as well because there's too much sexualizing going on online as well.
Yeah.
So not all, but there's a section of women where they're sexualizing everything. So the young boys are seeing them and it's like, if they like 4, 5, 6 posts, then they're gonna have an algorithm pushing that in their direction. You understand? And it goes the same. So if you've got these idiots on one side telling them we hate women and women are this and she's a this and she's a that and she's a this, then you've got the women on one side that you're seeing, which isn't a real reflection of women.
Yeah,
it's a very select selection of women playing into that stereotypes that you believe. Now you're building up this thing in your head.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing I got to see, bro. There's a lot of people, like when I was reading that post, you can go on my page and read some of them. Yes, there's majority of people are like, yeah, P, you're right. But there's a lot of them are like, nah, man.
Yeah,
you don't know about these. You don't know about these females.
Yeah.
They step up. They need to get boxed. They step up. When would man? You wouldn't talk like that.
No, of course not. But
no one would talk like that publicly, open.
But you know, like you say with the shows on social media, like you have like, just for example, like Fresh and Fit podcasts and stuff like that, where they have the OnlyFans models on there, and they're badding them up.
That's all they have.
And that's all they do, bad them up. But like, but they make good points because they're dealing with women that are like got mad views. Do you get what I'm saying? But then people are watching that, so they're seeing the badding up on that side. Then they're seeing these are talking to these women like they're hoes and this, that, rare, tear. But then they also see the sexualization, and then because now they've made that to think that on this show that these girls are hoes, so they see the sexualization, put them in that bracket. Do you get what I'm saying? And then it just all starts to become one little mad bubble of madness. Do you get what I mean? So there's no respect levels. There's this, that if a man might see a girl out and she's dressed a certain way and wants to put her in that bracket, these times, girls are just dressing a certain way now.
Then you got the body blues and these and all of this, and it's all it's too much for these youths. That's why my thing would be, like listen, parenting is no easy sport.
It's not.
Yeah.
You could think you've raised your children flawlessly all the way to adult age, and they can make one wrong turn, meet the wrong person, it can all go wrong. So it's a lifetime job. But encourage, like, what's missing from a lot of these youths is real life, real time social interactions, meeting people in the workplace, meeting people at social clubs, not meeting people online, like physically meeting people. Like, go in here and you meet this one and you speak to them face to face. You learn to have a conversation. You learn there's different kinds of people instead of just you're tapping in and you see this. No,
there's no examples.
You go to the shops and you meet people. You understand? See, like now, online shopping on this, you're not having them real interactions.
No, it's real.
You're not having them real. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you made a strong point because I remember back in the day, like when we used to be like we're younger, we used to hang out on the roads.
You're knocking people. You're knocking for people.
You're knocking for people, but even when you're chilling with the man, them like back in the day, like say for example, where I'm from, like we used to be in Woolwich, so we'd be all in the town centre,
yeah.
But then you had all the olders there. You'd have all the older brothers there, and then like as you're younger, you're watching everyone else, and you go certain ends, you go Lewisham or you go certain places, and you can physically see how they move. So you're not seeing them bad up no women. You're not seeing them moving a certain way. You're seeing real life examples. So because you look up to them because they're older than you, like you kind of like respect, but you also kind of take on those.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see my man badding up girls, so I'm like you act like you get what I'm saying, but they're not seeing that. All their examples are online.
Exactly. But you know what as well, like you know how they say music's very influential. Like even our music was so different. Do you know what I mean? Like we had Joe telling us, "I want to know, you know, how much I love you." Yeah, had a bit of keeps. Like you had people that, you know, when you heard lyrics, it made you have romance.
Yeah.
It made you want to follow that through. Do you know what I mean? Even women, like people were singing about stuff. You rarely hear the lyrics. And what you do hear is just crazy. Do you know what I mean?
It's a reflection of the time. The music is a reflection of the time.
100%.
But them kind of things, the social interaction, man. Get your children outside.
Yeah, 100.
Get them outside. Let them meet people.
Get the gadgets off.
Yeah, get the gadgets off.
Real life
experiences. Let them go, like, even in gyms now, it's like, don't talk to a woman. The women are there, like, don't talk to them, and it's everything's just a bit mad. Now, I'm not saying you should leave people alone to train and all this stuff, but you can see someone, hello, you understand? You're right. Keep it moving. You understand? Now it's like the man them. You go say hello. Oh, he's a pervert.
Yeah. And Joey Swole highlights a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. Joey Swole stays. He stays
on
that.
it. He stays on it.
But big up Cousin T.
Yeah.
Because I got a call yesterday. Man said Cousin T is the only guy in the girls' class doing some kind of, because Cousin T's a bad man, you know. That's why I rate him, you know.
Yeah, real
man
G.
rang me and said, "What's your cousin done?" I said, "What do you mean, what's my cousin done?" He goes, "Father," he's got you. He's got bare man around him that he can go and train with. How's Cousin T the only one in the class full of gal at the back? The gal lives all bare gals in there. He's got what, T1. I said, yeah, because T's true like that. He goes, and my goes, I have to rate him because I wouldn't have the confidence.
Men go in the
back.
It's all women.
It's these things that need to be done.
I see what you mean. It's because it's dangerous, because you could be in there and people start looking on you mad.
Yeah.
But you're approaching.
But that's if you're acting mad.
Yeah.
If you're a bit more calm and cool, T's cool. I know T.
So
T's
T
cool,
could
innit? So
blend.
T's cool, and they know, like, yeah, T, you are good. They're not getting that vibe from him. You understand? But some men,
I know what
they're looking at you're staring at the girl like it's food.
Man's
all salivating. I remember one time we had some people come here. We had to get them to leave the room because they looked at the girl. Remember the girl was like.
Like there was too many men in
the man was moving like.
And the room was short.
The man, but it's how they was looking. Man was all, you know, the man was.
Yeah, all of that. But don't you think the gym classes, like when you think about big men doing like the squats, don't you think they've made some of the classes quite feminine, that if the men were to join in, it would be a little bit.
What, camp?
Not camp, but you know, like even like the classes. When I think about it now, I'm thinking.
Some of the classes are too much. Man could do some of the classes.
Yeah, some of the classes can blend. Some of them can blend, but Pilates and all them kind of things. Man can't do all of that. Yoga, man can't do all of that.
The man them said they're doing yoga though.
I'm
I'm not doing yoga.
Yeah, I can't do yoga.
But I wouldn't knock it.
Yeah.
Because I know. Who come and said they did that? My man from 90s, baby. I know T's done yoga. A few men I know's done yoga. We'll allow the yoga, brothers.
Yeah, I suppose. Get that stress out.
Yoga is good for you. But it's not one
it'll be a bit mad because you're in there and gal are doing all kind of bending downward dog. That is all up in the face. Mad. And I'm only human. You understand? Like, it's all mad. I'm not meant to be in that room.
Keep me out of it.
But the other ones, but I just think in general, like I said, the social interaction would be good. I think that will help. Like get them out there, let them see how people speak in real life. So clubs, you understand? Clubs, let them go. You're out there, chat to people, see a normal woman, not your only ideal of a woman are certain women you see on your algorithm.
Yeah.
And certain arguments you see on the algorithm.
Is the argument you're trying to have.
Or that's what you believe life is. That's not life. Yeah. There's a whole world outside.
And some of these youths can't even talk. You see, like conversations. Like, you know, like sometimes when you deal with, like, my mum's got like foster children and that, yeah? So sometimes even the foster kids, they don't even know how to kind of.
They don't.
They don't even know how to have a conversation.
But these things can be helped because, see, like my eldest, he's great with it now. I watch him to see how he goes. And he'll have a conversation with anyone and whatever. But when he was in his teens, whatever, early teens, I used to be like, you don't really speak much, you got to learn. So I'd be like, you go to the shop and go and get me all of this and so that you just get the interact. Because I know how important it is. Like,
they'll just shut off.
Get interaction.
Gaming, TV,
literally.
iPad.
Do that.
Literally. No, we got to make them go out there and come out of their shell a little bit. Yeah. Speak to them as well. Let's have them conversations. But you know what I did see in the thing as well? Because I paid a little bit of attention to it. Because I'm a dad, so I'm watching, I'm listening. There's a bit where there was one thing in common that the dad said and the youth said. People might not have clocked this because not a lot of people have said anything about it. When the youth was speaking to the psychologist, he said to the woman something about, oh yeah, my dad used to take me football, and I was rubbish. And the other dads would talk about me and laugh and whatever. And he goes, and I'd look at my dad, and he goes, oh, my dad couldn't even look at me wouldn't even look at me like he'd be turned away or something. Like,
he got rejected.
And then the dad later on, near the end, he's talking about, I tried, didn't I? I took him here, I took him boxing, I did this, that, I took him football, and I remember like they was all like laughing at him, and I couldn't even look at him. So the dad's acknowledging it in his way, but but you don't know the effect it has on these youths. Now I'm not saying that means the youth's gonna go out and do a mad thing, but I'm just saying like
validation's important.
I'm just saying
that's just bad enough. Anyone that talks bad about his youth.
I'm just saying that little things count.
Yeah, no. 100%.
So conversation is so important. Even to just know what they're thinking, what's going on in their heads, like who their circle is. And I know it's not easy. Everyone's got their own lives to live. Like, you're busy, you're trying to make money to provide for them, you're trying to do this, that. But in the moments you get with them, try and have a conversation with them because the internet, social media is raising a lot of people's children. And it's raising them to be flipping I don't want to say psychopaths. It's raising some psychopaths, but it's teaching them a lot of back. There you go, then, bro. I can't believe you are barefaced telling me they will punch up. I don't care, and I'm saying you're going to jail.
Like, that's mad to me.
You understand?
They don't even care.
But it's mad. This generation, they're on all that.
Bareface.
On all that. Bareface on all of that, and that's why we're seeing so many young teenage girls getting into problems or getting beaten up or getting.
What about? Let me ask you like this, the flip side, so I can take their side of it. What about all the guys that in that kind of age range that are saying it's the girls? The girls are moving like man them though. So what do they expect? What do you say on that? And Rex, you're around that kind of age. So what are you saying on that? See, you're not paying attention, bro. You're not on job.
To be fair to him, when I was looking at him, he is actually watching the screen. He's looking
I'm saying a lot of guys are saying that it's the girls. The girls are moving like man them. The girls are moving too aggy. They ain't got no respect. They ain't got no manners. That's why we're treating them like this. What do you think about that, Rex? Have you seen any examples of that?
Nah, not really. I'm not really around that.
Yeah, Rex is a good guy, mature, moving sensible, back and forth from work. What do you think, Doug and Shakira?
I think it's all about your social circle. Because let's say road brothers and they're around girls that are like into that road man thing and all of that, they feel like their defense mechanism is that they have to be hardened. So they have to be rude. They have to be a certain way in it, because if they don't, then these guys will take advantage of that situation and whatever. And they're just in that. Do you get what I mean? But like Rex said, if you're in a different kind of circle, you're going to encounter different type of women that are going to talk to you in different type of ways. 100. But there are kind of a lot of women that are embodying that attitude of like what you see out there on social media. Yet again, like the fighting, a lot of girls are fighting now. They got all these badders and all of this and gal of this and rude.
They want money.
They want money. They want the
They're not even going to entertain you if you ain't got money.
They ain't got no bread.
They're going to leave you for the next man that's got more bread.
And then they get rude with it as well. So imagine sometimes a guy might encounter where a girl's got rude and said like, you're a tramp, look at your trainers or this, that or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying?
Because that's what it was with the youth. The youth in the thing, she dissed him. She dissed him in some way, shape, or form. She would diss him, like called him an incel and this, that.
That's what I'm saying.
Said he's not gonna.
But the thing is, what you got to realise, it's really hard for women as well. So when you're talking about girls, are you talking about the age range from like 18 to 21, or are you talking from 16 years? Because do you know what I'm saying?
I think
Across
it
the
varies.
board.
I'm
talking across the board.
From,
Enlighten me.
I think
Enlighten
from
me.
14 all the way up.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think for women, especially like if you're a single mother as well, you have to sometimes get tough. You're playing like the mum and the dad. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to be the alpha male, then you've got to be you got to be mummy, you got to be daddy. And then not only that, but men, they like to take the mick. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes they like to break a woman if they feel intimidated. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes a man, if they feel like you're more of a man than them, they wanna break you down. So women just feel like, I think it's so tough for women. They feel like they got to do this. They got to be strong. They got to get that. They got to have a certain way. They got to do them. Sometimes they're doing the men's role a lot, and they just got to, do you know what I mean? They got to defend themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? So women just might feel like they just have to be like that. Do you know what I mean? They have to do that to protect themselves.
Would you say it's a knock on from the men not doing? Because I say,
and maybe
it's
an
a knock on
absent
from men
father
not
as well.
doing. I say that. I say we're reaping the results of a fatherless generation.
Yes.
I say that a lot.
Yeah,
but
100%.
do you feel that it's because of the men not doing what they're supposed to do?
Absolutely.
That women have, because people adapt. So if you're not going to do what you're supposed to do, I'm going to have to do it all myself. And now this is where it comes with. But I don't know, man.
And sometimes the abuser, sometimes the person who's being abused, the roles can flip and they can become the abuser. Do you know what I mean? If they're just taking and taking, there's going to be that cut-off point where they now flip. Do you know what I mean? You've kind of made them that way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I was watching something on TV the other day. I think it was, when they were talking about,
Want water or lemonade? What do you want?
Well, I'm seeing champagne, so why am I getting water?
Well, you can have what you want, I just know you're driving.
Get the good stuff.
Well, you want
Give me
champagne?
lemonade and
If you were
water.
shy, you should have just said, don't be shy,
Well, gentlemen, I thought I would have, thought, you would have offered.
It's because we got so into the episode, I didn't even clock. I just clocked you just over there.
Lemonade and water.
I didn't know, I thought you was because you were drunk. No, if that's what we're doing, that's what we're doing, innit?
But you know what's bad, what I was going to say, you made a point, which is that, about so many different things, like you say, role reversals and that. And I feel like with society today, there's so many different factors.
The youths are going to say, see, man gave her lemonade. These girls want champagne.
Yeah. Because there is H2O here.
I'll be bringing you champagne.
Yeah. But alright, so role reversals, but then also the uprising of, say, like female masculinity, where you get, and also sometimes the intimidation for certain men, because like you watch these shows and you see these things on women, and all these women are going out there getting it, they're doing all this, they're making businesses, they're juggling this, that. So now they're becoming like masculine men in the sense that they're providing for their families, they're doing this, they're getting money, they're doing whatever they're doing. Then on top of that, then they're saying, well, if I'm gonna get with a guy, this guy's got to match me here. Where a lot of men, there are men out there getting it, but then the average man is just trying to get through life and do what they're doing. So then there's also that kind of like intimidation there as well, and then that hatred in that sense.
Sometimes they're taking their damn time, and I think there's so much choices when you hear people talking about what's this amorous what is it? I don't even know the word.
Polyamorous.
Yeah, they're giving it a name now, but they were doing it before anyway. And it's like they can have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Like, it's going to be hard for people to commit. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for people to commit. So at the end of the day, if a man will act like a man, he will find a woman. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you leave her, trust me, women don't want to do it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The women would like you to drive the car. Women would like you to be the man. Women would like to cook the food and you come home and bring. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes women don't have time to wait around, especially when they've got kids.
This is good women you're talking about.
But this is
There's a lot of women that ain't on all of this.
Yeah,
Trust
but why are they not on it? No one just wakes up and thinks I'm a bad person. But what happened to that person?
I feel like the good women are getting drowned out by all the fuckery.
Yeah, because you got to look. Yeah. A lot of new gen, they're not keeping them same morals. They don't want to work those shifts. They're saying I can just go and do an OnlyFans. Why am I working so hard?
I see one thing.
You can't say you haven't seen it.
Like, I saw a thing today. I saw a thing this morning where a woman, like, some woman stopped her on the street and said, like, oh, like, what's your relationship status? And she said, well, I'm kind of single. What do you mean kind of? She was like, oh, my guy took me out for my birthday the other day, took me to a restaurant, but he only spent $2,000 on the restaurant. And she was like, all right. But the other woman was like, what? And then she was like, okay, so what did he get you? And he's like, oh, he took me out shopping. We spent about $5,000. So the woman was like, well, so he spent just under $10,000 on you. And why are you not together? And she was like, because that's not enough. We've been together a year. And
the pressure goes both ways.
So the pressure goes both ways. And the woman cussed her out, to be fair. But it's that. But
let's have it right, though. The pressure goes both ways. Because even for let's go to a younger generation. Let's go for 16 to 21. they're saying that the expectancy from women and from girls and females now is different. The girls are wanting this, they're wanting that. So it's great what you're saying in theory, but the young girls now, they're saying they want this, we want to get taken out, we want that. Like, boys ain't even getting a chance to find their feet because they're already feeling pressure, but from the girls.
Because they're trying to keep up with the Kardashians. But do you know what? Anyone that wants all that is because they're not getting it. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
And they've not had it.
They've not had it. And social media and places and TV shows and reality are showing you that if you are not getting this, then you're not loved. And people want to feel validated. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So people don't even want the material things. They just probably think because the world's telling you got to have it, that means I'm loved. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So they're trying to compensate it, but...
Yeah, but now love is, that's why I say learning from social media. They're measuring it by, they don't know. You just said earlier, there's no songs like Joe and all of that.
And TV shows as well.
Yeah, but this is what it is. The whole thing now is based around that now. It's material things that that people are equating to what love is. And that's why it's more, that's why I say it's not all on the guys.
Yeah.
It's just across the board fucked.
No, we're in a fucked up time. To be real, like when some of the stuff I see on socials, we try to address it on here sometimes, but we're living in a mad time where like it's just like everyone's just on fuckeries. Like even the show you're talking about, Adolescence, I'm guessing that's what Joey Barton was talking about because he's saying the show doesn't have a true representation because they reckon because is the kid white.
Yeah. Yes.
He's saying that it should have been a black kid because that's a fair representation of
I felt it was a lot of leeway for him. And I felt, I'm not going to lie yet, I felt it.
Yeah,
I felt there was a lot of leeway for him. I personally feel if that was a black kid that murdered, I don't even know people would be talking. I think he would have got dragged out or not. Was a
I
just felt it was all wrong.
I
didn't.
Joey was being cheeky, but then I love it. The internet's undefeated, yeah, because then people are saying his brother is in jail for like a murder or something or an attempted murder where his brother tried to stab up some youth and do some madness, and he's in jail for that now. So you're trying to say that like the show should have put a black kid in there because they didn't want to get cast like looked at in a certain way. That's why they casted a white kid, but really. It happens across the board. You go to Liverpool and you go certain places up north. It's not black kids that are out there doing it. It happens all across the country.
But
Do you get what
I'm
I'm saying?
thinking that if a black kid was, I feel if a black kid did what that white kid did,
it's a different show.
It would have got, he would have got treated different.
Yeah,
You might as well giving him money as well while you're at it.
We know this.
And was he in jail, the kid?
He was
at home, like them. He's 13, isn't it?
So they put him on the but that's...
And he hadn't got sentenced yet.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But they remanded him, or they didn't. They put him in like a little secure unit.
They were.
That was a black kid. He's going straight to jail.
Yeah, he was in the girl's face telling her, F you that. Yeah. He just got too much luxury, do you know what I'm saying?
But then also
that's a realistic portrayal, isn't it? That's real.
Yeah.
How it would go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you're right.
But then they show that because it wouldn't be as straightforward as that if it was a black kid. Yeah, there was a lot of pandering still.
Yeah, a lot.
But that's a different. Let's not lose track when we're talking.
But then can I just say something? You know, like you lot said, everything's just F right now. Do you think this has anything to do? I know you said TV shows, social media, but do you think this has anything to do with at home as well?
Of course.
That's
why I just said it's the fatherless. That's at home, innit? There's no dads. There's no discipline. There's lack of control. Yeah. So cool. Listen, it starts from home. Like if you're not getting taught from indoors, respect, like manners. Like I'm still on my kids to say yes. Like if I'm there and I hear their mum call them, yes, mum.
Yeah.
I shout and then they'll be yes, mum. I'm on that. Yeah. Manners, all them things have to be prevalent. Like
same.
Yeah.
How you treat people, how you speak to people. Like it starts from home, and then you're gonna see it. So there you go. So of course, when you see these youths, there's no one to instill that in them. No one to lead by example. Mm-hmm. Or their role models might even be rubbish as well. They might have shit role models.
And the parents will say, I can't control what they watch, what they do. But then at the same time, you give them the stuff. So it's like,
that's true.
Like there's cut-off points. Take the phone back after a certain hour. Take the iPad back. There's things that you can do, but because it brings stress in the household, they rather not do. But then also sometimes because like now, like a lot of kids are like growing up with ADHD, with all these different like so-called titles that they're giving these kids, like and stuff like that, right? And attention deficiencies and all of this kind of stuff. So sometimes parents, it's easier than just to throw them the iPad or because it keeps them quiet or do this, and then you're leaving them to watch whatever they want. Like,
or you're on your own phone.
And you're on your own phone. Because my brethren, I think kids like 3 or 4. but can navigate the phone
they can.
and the iPad and do things
They need to be learning to navigate a book.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. But
reading.
they're so like tech savvy. Like, do you get what I mean?
They know everything. But you know, PG's not like PG anymore.
Nah.
Like PG, swearing. There's things going on in PG that shouldn't be in PG. So it's like they're really targeting the kids.
Yeah, they are targeting the kids.
They are.
Yeah. That's why you can't let other people raise your kids. You got to raise your kids yourself.
Raise your kids, man.
You got to be hands-on with the raising of your children.
You can raise your kids well, though, and they can still go elsewhere. Like, if you've got more than one kid, there'll be sibling rivalry. And if one feels left out, they'll find their own family. And then that's when the influence
and that's when the influences kick in, like your Andrew Tates and all these other people that have strong followings of young teenage men and all of this, because they go looking for the role models. They go looking for it, because if you're not in your household as a dad, or if you're not around and it's like a fatherless family, they're gonna go look for that male role model somewhere else. And then if they this is why they say kids get radicalized and all this other stuff, because they go looking for something, then they find it, and then they feel that they can connect with that, and then that's what they follow and listen to and do.
You just got to be vigilant as well. So if they're just in the room with the door closed, just online, you need to see what's going on. You need to tell them, open that door. You need to have even if, I would say, if you got a teenager that's online talking to his friends, gaming and all of this, tell him leave his door open so you can catch
certain
what's
things.
going on.
You can catch some of it. You can catch some of what's going on, catch a vibe. 100%. Don't leave them with that door shut. They're just in there with these youths talking all. You know how much shit you can have caught up on from just having that door open and hearing what's going on, and hearing the interaction, who's on the game, hearing what they're on.
And
what I'm saying.
And another thing, they're desensitized.
By far,
even
and that with everything from the female form, from 12, 13, they're hearing way too much, seeing too much when it comes to girls, and to everything else. Go on, carry on what you're saying.
No, 100% you hit it, because it's like they're seeing too much. They're seeing crashes, murders,
robbing their innocence.
Yeah, all of this, and then you just desensitized to everything. Nothing can faze you, nothing can scare you, because you're seeing it. Like, do you get what I mean?
So there's no fear.
No fear of nothing, no respect for
everything, and thinking everything can be bought. But anyway, right, let's move on from that. Let's talk some positivity, because that's quite somber. Yeah, you understand.
We have to touch that,
but it has to be. No, we have to speak on these kind of things. Yeah, talk to me about what you're doing. Talk to me about your agency.
So basically, funny enough, I feel that when it comes to the young kids, or just people in general, are they doing enough with their creativity? Because if you've got energy to be a bad breed and do this, you've got energy. And I feel if you can tap into it right and become creative, that's positive, right? So I started an agency called Verve Talent Agency, which I launched last year. And it was mainly to give back to those that, are going to struggle getting opportunities, because the industry is hard, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was a hard one, because I originally wanted to give back. And then when I realised we were helping people out, we were putting them in front of directors and stuff, and they didn't have that much experience, but they had the talent. That's what I was going for. They had the talent. I wanted to back them. They were kind of just taking it for granted. Well, with me as a performer, we hustled hard. You know what I mean? Every opportunity for an audition, we gave it our all. So I started to think to myself, at the end of the day, I'm giving opportunities. People are taking it for granted. They're not appreciating that they're bypassing the hustle and that we're rooting for them. So I can't work with this. So we end up just sticking with professionals, actors, people that had IMDb credits, models, which was good because it gave us opportunities, better work, because obviously these people are in the industry. But then I felt like I was neglecting that plan of what I wanted to do. So I felt like I still need to do something. So me and my team, we come together and we thought, you know what, we're going to do a school this year. And we're going to get a lot of people to audition, which means they're going to fight for their place. And we're still going to back them. We're still going to give them opportunities, but we want to nurture their talent. Do you know what I mean? So that they're ready for the industry and that they know what it entails to just, do an audition. They know what it takes. So by doing a showcase at the end of the term, then we'll be like, do you know what? You've earned your place. We can represent you now.
So this is for actors and actresses.
This is for the entertainment.
For musicians.
This is for music, artists, because we want to get them to work with directors. We want them to work with industry people. So it'll be actors, models. We'll have people from the modeling industry come down, work with them, creatives, any kind of creativity, art, entertainment that you've got, we're based on talent. So we don't discriminate, just actors only, just models only. If you've got a talent, we can work with it. We can find a place for you.
That's what I'm talking about. Where do they find you?
Go to www.vervetalent.com or you can email us at info@vervetalentagency.com. Gosh, I almost forgot about that. Yeah. Or you can come and you can add us, follow us on socials, which is Verve Talent Agency. Everything will be up there. And you can, there's so much information. There's so many ways to get in touch with us. You can even call us. It's all on the website, www.vervetalentagency.com. You can also email us at info@vervetalentagency.com and then follow us on the socials at Verve Talent Agency. Verve, Verve. Talent, Talent, agency, Agency. Why I have to say it like that because there's so many slang words of doing things and spelling things these days. So,
Okay. Yeah, so people, check that out. Show your talent. Let your talent show.
Yeah, definitely.
We're progressive here. There's opportunities.
Yes.
There's doors to be opened. Go for it. Go for your goals.
100%.
Go for it because there's a big wide world outside, beyond the socials. Outside, there's a lot going on out here.
And we also, as well, just to stop you, we don't want to be like every other agency. We actually want to check in with you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we want to be able to mentor you, manage you, and protect you because this industry can be dark. Do you know what I'm saying? 100%. So we want to kind of like step outside and be a lot different to a lot of agencies out there.
Yes, I like
Big
it.
up.
Doug done some acting.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, you do some acting?
Did the advert.
Nice. We do commercials.
Massive. What advert did I do? Like it went last year for the Euros.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, for the Euros. Fucking hell, yeah.
I'm not trying to promote you. You're fucking.
Yeah, I did the England Euros advert. Yeah, I did. Big up my man.
So is this something that you want to progress, or is it just a one-off?
Listen, I don't like. Listen, if opportunities was to come my way to do
rest.
it, I'll give it a
Listen,
go.
if you've got the
I'm not a
energy-
trained actor, but I'd give it a go.
Listen, sometimes the talent can be just raw. Those are the real ones, you know what I'm saying? The rhyming in the duff. Was it the rough in the diamond?
Yeah, diamond in the rough.
Yeah, no, exactly. We'll talk
What
after.
did you think I was talking about, man? What did you think I was talking about? He's like, what did I do? Man thought I was talking about Balaclava Doug. What have you seen? What do you know that I did?
Yeah, what did I do?
Yeah, but no, Doug did the advert for the Euros.
But that's what I'm saying. Real life people, like there's so many people that, you know, parents that would have had a dream and they've just given up. And there's so many people that might think, oh, I can't be a model because I'm overweight. But we're here to say that, you know, the times have changed and you can be an everyday person and still have a place in the market.
And it's dope that they have somewhere that they can go where like people have experience in the game and know what they're doing.
Yeah, but we're here to help nurture that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah. I'll be there.
Yeah,
everyone get involved.
Skill them, you know?
I'm telling you, it's important. It's important for us to all, you know, promote these things and these opportunities and these places. Because some people might not know where to go. There might be someone right now that thinks they want to be a model, they want to be an actor, but they don't even know where the first step is to take. So you can help them navigate that, right?
Do you know what? People sometimes approach us, and even if we say we're not the agency for you, we will at least install things into you and say, well, do you know what? You need this, you need that. Maybe come back and do this and do that. So you will never leave empty-handed. I think in life, you will never fail. Do you know what I mean? You'll only learn.
Yeah.
So take the risk.
Yeah.
Take the risk.
Real talk. Real talk. And it's true. Leading us back to what we've been talking about over the episode is that some of these people are lost because they don't know where their help is and where to go find it. They have these dreams and aspirations, but don't know where to go and get the help and where to look for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's big to have these things being shouted out and that, you know.
That's what we're here for. So as we bring things to a close now, is there anything else you want to promote or anything you want to say, Shakira? I know you're never shy to have something.
No,
to
just
say.
definitely like based on what you just said. You know, a lot of young people, they are quite lost and they don't know where to go. So, you know, launching this talent school is going to be really amazing, and it's not going to be something that's in a building. It's going to be online. So we're international, so we're reaching everywhere. Right. And at the end of the day, we can cater for anyone. We don't like to say no. Do you know what I mean? If you're willing, we're willing to help. Do you know what I mean? So take the risk.
Yeah,
come at us.
Come on.
Leap of faith. Take that risk. It's not even a risk. It's just you just got to take a leap.
Just got to do it.
100%.
What's the worst that can happen?
100.
Yeah,
listen, bro. If you don't roll the dice on life, you lose.
You miss every shot you don't take.
Trust me, you lose out. You know what I'm saying? So you got to roll the dice and get busy.
Yeah, that's good. So, how have you found a visit to the winners today?
I love it. I think I like the red in it. Like
the
red,
came
the
on
vibrancy.
brand. Came on brand. Whether it was deliberate or not, but you came on brand.
It's nice, but you know what? It's just nice and cozy and it's intimate, and that's what we need more. We need more people to feel like they can come close and be intimate, and you know you can be vulnerable, and these sort of real talks are important.
100%.
That's key. Like a lot of people, like there's a fear to show vulnerability.
It is.
But, and I understand it, but it's okay to be vulnerable. You understand? It's okay to have. We all have doubts. We all have fears. We all get emotional at times, and life can get the best of all of us. It's just real like that. Like, and you hear it from in this room. You hear it from the biggest to the smallest. People go through things. We all go through things. So when you're going through certain things, you can't think, it's just me one. No. It's commonplace. It's commonplace.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people need to be willing to show their scars, because it's like, if you show me your scar, I'll show you mine. And I think with social media, everyone's showing their best life, but they're not showing their real life. And that's where mental health will kick in, because everybody's trying to be perfect. Because if I show you I'm bad, or I show you I'm got bad energy, or you're bad energy, but I'm a human being.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if you show, we need to be real.
Yeah. And everyone's going through something.
Everyone's going through or been through something. And So that's our thing here, man. From early episodes to now, I'm not gonna budge from that. Like,
straight
things happen. The best of times, the worst of times. It's whatever. We go through stuff, but people are living it with us. You know, this is reality TV. Every Sunday we're here, bro.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Listen, win, lose or draw.
Was it putting out the message?
Yeah, the message is the same. The message is the same from beginning to now. I can't say to end because it's not ending, but to now the message is the same. Just to try to lead by example, say it how it is, and scars and all, just show it how it is. But now, big up everyone involved. Big up Shakira for coming through today.
Thank you.
Also, big up the 50,000 people that have subscribed.
Subscribers, come on, take a moment, subscribe. It's the hustler, Big Dougie Doug. Shakira was in the building. Cousin T, Rexington still in the background, chilling. Step.